How's it going out there, YouTube? My name is Jesse, and I'm back for another Golden Age Spotlight video. And this time, I'm going to be doing 2 heroes instead of 1 this time. They're not very long. They're both from Timely Comics, which would later become Marvel, so they are Marvel property. So, this will be 2 Golden Age Spotlights from Marvel Comics. Well, we got Golden Age posters on the wall. We got a Golden Age hero t-shirt, because Captain America started back then. So, let's get this review started. Okay. The first spotlight is the Blue Blaze. The Blue Blaze, Spencer Keane, first appeared in Mystic Comics #1 in 1940. His identity is a secret, and he is a vigilante and adventurer. Now, he did start in the 1940s, but the timeline of his comic, of his origin, starts before then. In 1852, Spencer Keane went to go visit his father, Dr. Arthur Keane, at Midwest College. Dr. Keane explained that he found a mysterious blue blaze fire coming out of an old-fashioned glass container that was filled with reddish fluid. Dr. Keane discovered that this light was killing mice and insects that he was experimenting on, and he said that they came back months later even stronger than they were before. Arthur Keane said that he was going to destroy the Blue Blaze because it had frightened him, and what might happen if it had fallen into the wrong hands. Just then, a tornado descended onto Midwest College and then would wreak havoc through the town. As this tornado was ripping through the town, Spencer Keane was exposed to the Blue Blaze light. 85% of the town's population was killed and buried, Spencer included. He would stay in a hibernated state until 1940, when he arose. When he did arise, he found out his strength had increased 1,000-fold. He would later discover that he was also invulnerable and bulletproof. Now, the curse of this Blue Blaze that he had been granted with is that he rests in the ground until there is evil, I guess, near him or in his presence, that he rises from the grave and fights. But after the evil is defeated, he goes back into the ground again. So there is some disadvantages to this as well. The Blue Blaze would go on to fight several criminals. 2 of them, Dr. Gare and Dr. Vortex, he did actually kill them to stop him. Stopping Dr. Vortex was also the last adventure of the Blue Blaze, because he had to take himself down to stop Dr. Vortex. If he is still around, it is yet to be seen, because he has not seen return from the grave since then. Along with his strength and invulnerability, he is also a supercharged speedster capable of unlimited speed. The second part of our Marvel Age Spotlight is Dacor, the Detective Magician. Alan Dacor would also take place in Mystic Comics' first appearance, and Mystic Comics #1 in 1940. He has been part of the U.S. Army, the French Foreign Legion, and the Department of the Uncanny. That's an interesting one. Dacor, the Detective Magician, is said to have true magical powers, a true prestidigitation. Now, Dacor would only deal with unusual crimes with a high fee, but his name does strike terror into the hearts of criminals all over the world. Because as we know, criminals are a superstitious and cowardly lot. Some of the cases that Dacor would be involved in was when a wealthy billionaire obtained the blooded ruby. The ruby did have mystic powers, as those who gazed into it would become exceedingly greedy and would go to any lengths to obtain the ruby. Dacor was able to break the curse and return it back to the temple of where it belonged. He would also be hired by the British consulate to rescue a diplomat that had been kidnapped in Singapore. He also helped rescue a daughter of a wealthy, well-to-do man. After 1942, not much was heard about Dacor the magician until the Freedom Foundation used Dacor and his magic as an assist to stop Dr. Doom once and for all. Alan Dacor had the ability to nullify Dr. Doom's mystical powers with his own, which ultimately led to Dr. Doom being defeated by Ant-Man, of all people. After he was returned to his proper place back in history, Alan Dacor would help fight in World War II in the United States Army. After that, he formed the Department of the Uncanny in the attempts to combat Nazi mystics. Some of the people that he hired for this team were the Emerald Warlock, Ghost Dancer, and Agatha Harkness, who, if you read Avengers comics in the 80s, would know who she is. The true extent of Dacor's power is as yet unknown. He does have true magic. He has been able to conquer animals out of midair, change swords into daggers, disappear in a cloud of smoke. He has also been able to levitate objects, create uncanny weather conditions, and he does seem to be impervious to harm and has been able to hypnotically control people and read their minds. So he's just a cornucopia of skills. Prior to Dacor getting his true magical powers, he was a stage magician, an accomplished fighter, ventriloquist, and a disguise artist. See? A triple threat. Well, I hope you enjoyed that Golden Age Spotlight video. If you were reading the FF comics around 2012, then you might be a little bit more familiar with the second one than the first one. Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. I always have fun doing research on things like the Golden Age. I will be coming out with more Golden Age Spotlight videos soon, so stay tuned with that. I've got more top 10 lists on the way. If you like this video, go ahead and get that like button to click. And if you'd like to stay tuned with more of the videos I'm coming out with, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I could use a lot more people. So until next time, I'll see you.